So I'm very excited with my goal to fill the sketchbook for the summer. That's how many blank pages. That's how many blank pages I have left. So I'm trying to get that done before August is over. Okay, so I think we can try to at least get set up first. So what I'm gonna do is have Scott split screen. So we're gonna have the reference photos that I'm drawing for on one side, and then my sketchbook on the other side, so you guys can hopefully see both. If you only see one or the other, that's okay. We can you know, regroup after a couple photos in and see how everybody's doing, and then see what I drew and what everybody else was drawing. Switch to Scott, can we have the
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll set that and then add yours.
Let's see. Cool. So hopefully you're seeing both my book and the website right now. I can just actually, let me just put that in the chat for you guys. So this is what I'm using. It's called lionofaction.com. They have libraries of a bunch of stuff. It's not just animals. So if you want to practice drawing like hands, they have like a photo roll of all hands. And so you can set it up. They have a bunch of things you can pick from. So if you wanted to do all cats, you know, you could do a session of all cats. You can pick how long you want. So if you wanted only like pictures up for 30 seconds or 2 minutes or 10 minutes, you know, you can kind of pick, and then they'll just cycle through random photos. So if you just want to practice doing some drawings, it's a really quick way to just set up, instead of trying to just scroll through Google and find your own references. It is a nice way to just get some references to draw from. But I also don't know what we're gonna get, so we will see. So it looks like that's all set up. So Scott, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and hit get drawing. The photos will be up for 5 minutes if you want to follow along with me.
Okay, I'm hitting it right now.
Excellent. Ooh, we got a bug.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, bugs are good to learn how to draw. Is everybody able to see the photo there?
Sorry that I'm late.
It's okay.
I just got mixed up with July and August.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it happens sometimes. All we're doing today is I'm drawing some animals off of reference photos. So hopefully you can see the kind of like insect, I don't know if this is a beetle or something that we're drawing from here. So if you want to draw along with me, you can just draw along with me in the sketchbook. The photos will be on for 5 minutes, and then it will just automatically switch over to a new one at the end of those 5 minutes. Let me, what's that? Make it a little bigger on my screen. It's like a weird fan under it. So yesterday we had an event over in Irvine with Eric Goldberg, and I saw someone there who's here now. Oliver, how did you like the Eric Goldberg event?
It was so awesome.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it cool?
Yeah, and it's like, it was probably the best day of my life. It's like, nothing can top that. Unless the next one is even better. Who knows?
Yeah. Had you seen Eric Goldberg at an event before, at a talk before?
No.
No?
I've actually never seen like any animators at an event before. I mean, except for maybe like maybe like once at like my sister's friend's Christmas party. It's like there was an animator there who like did like some Netflix shows.
Okay.
But it's not as interesting as meeting the guy who directed the Genie's artwork, and I learned and the guy, he also voiced Marvin the Martian once.
He did, yeah. So for those of you who don't know who we're talking about, Chuck Jones hosted an event. They've been hosting a couple events actually. This is the first one I got to go to, and so they had Eric Goldberg there to give a talk on the art of Chuck Jones. And Eric Goldberg is a really famous animator. He directed the Genie in Aladdin. He directed Pocahontas. If you've seen Looney Tunes Back in Action, he directed that movie. He's a huge Looney Tunes fan and a very prolific animator. So we were very lucky to have him come talk to us about Chuck. And I saw Oliver there.
And I heard he's gonna release a new short called How to Stay at Home.
Right, yeah. So he told us that he worked on some Goofy shorts. So they're brand new, that are gonna premiere on Disney Plus pretty soon.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he said they were hand drawn.
He did. He said they were hand drawn and paper drawn. So a lot of times people will do hand drawn things with like a tablet. There's a bunch of computer programs. But yeah, Eric Goldberg told us he vastly prefers paper. And paper. So he got to animate the Goofy short. It's entirely on paper. The cleanup was on paper. Oops, shark.
Yeah, paper animation is amazing. I did this paper animation. I can show you. I did it back in November or like December, and somewhere around that time. And I must say his Bugs Bunny drawings are amazing.
Right?
It's like when I saw his drawings, I was just shocked because like that looks like on spot, just like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he opened it by drawing 3 different Bugs. So Bugs Bunny in 3 different styles, because Chuck drew Bugs for like 20. They were making shorts for like 20 years, so Bugs evolved quite a bit in that time. They all did, really. Kind of evolved.
Yeah, this is the animation.
Go. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it took me just like maybe 20 minutes of PE class. And I just love animating because and just drawing in general. It's like I just did this one before class.
Oh, cute, like a fox.
Yeah, and it's just like and I saw the art gallery. The art gallery was amazing. It's like it's impressive to see like Chuck Jones's actual desk in front of my face. It's like I saw it like in an image, but like that's it. It's like and also one of the things I noticed was that there was a little light switch on his desk to turn on the light on his little prop-up art stand.
Are you talking about the light box light or a
Yeah.
different light? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see anything in the gallery that surprised you, or like something you didn't know?
My favorite. Oh, I have a drawing, I believe, of a tiger shark actually. But
Yeah.
that's not the point. So, yeah, my favorite thing there was the Van Gogh coyote.
Yeah, that one's cool. So yeah, in the gallery we have a painting that Chuck did of the coyote, but it's in the style of Vincent van Gogh, where
Yeah.
you've probably seen the painting where he doesn't have an ear. It's like a bandage over his ear.
Yeah.
That one. Let me fix this fin.
Oh yeah, here's my tiger shark.
Oh, nice. With all the spots.
But probably my favorite shark I drew was this, either my whale shark
Oh, cool.
or this hammerhead.
Nice. I think I saw the hammerhead before. Do you have
Yeah.
any favorite sea creatures, or is it just like all sea creatures?
Oh, I have sea creatures.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I have one of my favorite ones. I think I already showed it though. The terrified mahi mahi.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Sorry to interrupt. We're
Yeah.
down to 1 minute for this
Cool.
photo.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I'm still drawing. In the art world, we have to learn to draw and talk at the same time. So we maintain our productivity. Good. This nice fat shark here. I'm just going to shade it in a little bit.
Yeah, there's a theory that the tiger shark is more aggressive at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched the documentary about it. I personally, my mom really didn't like it because it sort of made the shark sound scary because it was like they're stalking the seas, always waiting.
Like the narration.
Yeah, it's like, and they were adding like scary music like that you hear in a horror movie.
Yeah, it's like since the movie Jaws, everyone has been afraid of sharks when they're not necessarily the scariest thing.
Yeah, it's like in 2014, it's like, so these people were like running away from a hammerhead shark that was really just chasing a ray.
Mm.
And it's like,
yeah.
and
Really,
sharks have
won't
been,
mess with you.
yeah, and like sharks have been moving to more shallow waters due to their sixth sense can be heightened in warmer waters, and shallow water is a lot warmer than like, you know, other waters. But also, it's like I wish things came in onto shallow waters more often because
So you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not everyone knows how to swim.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it'd be great if more people could learn about like these amazing sea creatures in the ocean. But, whales can't go that close to shore, of course.
Yeah, some of them, they're like, we don't know a lot about them because they're hard to study. We can't exist in their environment, so.
Yeah, or you'll probably get swallowed alive. That's why they use those tiny remote control subs with the little
any kind of, it's really expensive if you have to go study something under the water. Yeah, you have to like get subs and breathing equipment and stuff like that. And
imagine how hard it is to hunt down a giant squid. It's
Mhm.
like, oh, that'd be such a pain because like the sperm whales will like it's like yeah, first you have to look for the sperm whales, and
Mhm.
and then you and then you sort of have to get the sperm whales out of the area for quite a while so the giant squids can actually come out.
Mhm.
Because like with that big of a predator, you really don't want to be outside all the time.
That's an okay gesture. I'm trying to really quickly look at the photo and then look back at my thing just so I can get like a general. I don't have room for the tails though. It would be nice if I had the tails.
Just a little less than 2 minutes left on this one.
Cool. Yeah, this one because they're kind of interacting. Let's get this thing in there. This one's like screaming. So sometimes when I only have time for a quick gesture like this, if I've done a good job and I've got like the position of all of the limbs in, even if it's just as lines like a skeleton, usually I don't even have to go back to the photo. I can go back and kind of put in all the rest of the details if I know what kind of animal it is. So that's why I always start really light and loose and just get the gesture in there. So even though it's timed, if I don't finish, it's a lot easier to go back and finish. Ooh, nice coiled up snake. Speaking of animals that people are afraid of. Snake. So did anybody else do anything fun this weekend that they want to talk about? We talked a lot about the Chuck Jones Center stuff going on, but does anybody else have something?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So there's this one time when I went to Warner Bros. Studio tour, and I saw a few Chuck Jones pieces there because they had Looney Tunes stuff.
Like on the walls?
Yeah, on the walls.
Oh, cool. Do you remember what they were? Like what characters they were?
Yeah, I think there was Elmer Fudd from that one Chuck Jones cartoon. I don't remember which one it was, but I knew I couldn't remember the name.
Oh, what's Opera Doc? Where it's like, be very quiet.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That was a great picture. I love that.
My favorite one is Duck Amuck.
That's a really popular one.
It's like, how about some scenery? I like when Daffy Duck's trying to yell, but all it comes out was like, arr, arr. It's just
and the reveal at the end is just Bugs messing with him.
Yeah,
Bugs
it's like
yeah.
Rabbit Rampage wasn't as funny because when you watch Duck Amuck, it's like Daffy Duck has a bit of a funnier reaction to losing because he does it all the time, and we're a little more used to it.
Yeah, they tried. So if you guys know Duck Amuck, the premise of the cartoon is that the animator is messing with Daffy the whole time, right?
Yeah,
so
it's sort of like sort of like an old Adam Greenwell cartoon.
Yeah, so you take out the sound, and he has like a guitar, so he goes, sound please, and then the guitar sounds like a bunch of different things, you know, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
say hi. Can we go back to me, please? Hi.
anyway, they tried the same concept with bugs, where an animator is messing with bugs, and it doesn't
And
work
it's
as
Elmer
well.
Fudd.
Yeah, and it ends up being Elmer Fudd at the end. It doesn't work as well.
But I'm glad Elmer Fudd finally gets his revenge. I mean, I was starting to feel bad for him because, like, he was just like, you know, it's like he was just getting like, he was always like being the butt of the joke, and like, it's like even when Sylvester went up against him in Alley Cat Uproar, which is personally one of my favorites because like Sylvester actually succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
But they both end up kicking the bucket in the end.
Yeah. I guess they want to, you know, change it up a little bit sometimes. So
Yeah. Like today I was watching like this cartoon show and I saw this cartoon where Daffy Duck actually crosses over with Foghorn Leghorn.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I was like it's like I feel like and he was like the salesman.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that really was able to fit together. And he was working as for a practical joke company, which even works better.
Daffy was working for Practical Joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of an Ed and Eddie. I think it was a
Episode?
special. I think that was the last thing that they did for Ed and Eddie, where they went into this like joke factory so they can try to find Eddie's brother so they don't get beaten up because they did something wrong. I don't want to spoil the whole film if you were interested in watching it, but I think it's called Big Picture Show. If you're interested in watching it, go watch it. I love it. It's great. Really cool film.
Did you really like what was Ed, Edd and Eddie one of your favorite shows?
Oh,
Did you watch a lot of that?
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love Ed and Eddie. Yeah, it's a great show. I love it.
That's awesome.
Oh, 30 seconds left on this one.
Okay. I was gonna shade it, but I don't think we'll have time. Yeah, when I get things like this, like the snake, I kind of try to get a general thing with the spots. I won't get the spots like exactly how they're supposed to be, but I kind of get the general gist of the blobs. That's kind of what I'm looking for. All right. Ooh, we got a book here. Actually, Scott, do you think we could skip this one just because it's kind of small, the animal?
Oh, sure.
There you go. It's still small, but that's a cool looking bird.
That's a good one.
Bird. I'll do the bird. Yeah, we'll do the bird.
May I show an item I got from the Warner Bros. Studio tour?
Sure.
This is a.
Oh, that's great. The face mask, but it's Bugs Bunny's mouth. That's awesome.
Yeah, Chuck Jones' grandson had something like that.
Yeah, Craig had one a lot like that.
It scared me because it's like sometimes my eyes would mess with me and I thought it was actually his face.
Yeah, I like that there's a little bit on Nathaniel's, there's a little bit more gray around it, so you don't connect the two things.
It's like, I was like, it's like, I was sort of horrified a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look kind of scary. I mean, just seeing a cartoon character's face on your face, it's actually kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
To think that humans could be a cartoon would actually be scary.
Yeah. A lot of them, so like their faces, they a little bit like bunnies, but they're also like combined with humans. They have a lot of human-esque features, you know. So doesn't surprise me at all that you're looking at that and it kind of Bugs' face kind of blends in with the human, human face, and
Yeah, I was like,
a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like seeing a duck bill on a dog.
Hmm.
I think I got the same.
Like practically, like think of it like a platypus, but the rest of it's a dog.
It's too big. It's hard to tell what's going on here. But does anybody know what kind of bird this is?
I assume it looks a little like a blue jay to me.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know if it is or not, though.
Possibility. I mean,
It's got
there
a cool
always
looking
is.
head.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
another vote for Jay. It looks like a J. Let's just get a cast shadow. So you have a vote for not a blue jay. Blue jays are significantly more white to them, a very different shape. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Have to do some more research. I made the legs too short.
There's just about 1 minute left on this one.
Cool, thanks, Scott. This is a cast shadow down here.
So, big question here. How did everyone think of Space Jam?
Ooh, has anybody not seen Space? You mean
I
the new
haven't.
one, right, Oliver?
I haven't seen the new one, but I really like the old one. I love how Bill Murray's in the old one.
Yeah, random.
Because when Bill Murray shows up in the basketball game, the alien just says, "Who brought Dan Aykroyd in this picture?" And I'm like, "What? Where's Dan Aykroyd? It's Bill Murray."
Yeah,
Dan Aykroyd.
they did that because Dan Aykroyd played Ray Stantz in Ghostbusters, which was starring Bill Murray.
That's right. Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters jokes. That's how they got famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted this to. It's still a fairly new movie, so if people minded about spoilers or anything like that, I don't want to.
Yeah, and also like, I'm not happy about the three-dimensional animation. It's like,
you mean for the new one?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I liked how they had the shadowing on the characters in Space Jam, the original, because I thought it looked more like they were there in the scene, like they were real people. And so like I think that was sort of like, I feel like that's their mark. Like that's where like, okay, you can stop here with everything. Like, just keep the rest as is.
It needs to be longer.
It's like that.
Yeah,
was
what they did with the new one is that they ended up using a variety of different animation styles. So there is a point where they're digital 2D, and there's a point where they're 3D, and then the human characters, there's a point where they're animated as well. So it is kind of cool seeing the variety, but you also, it's a little disconnected because you're seeing different versions of the characters like in every other part of the movie. It's not every other scene, but it's like every other part of the movie. There's a bit of a different style. So if you're into that, if you're into seeing different styles, it's kind of cool. But it did make it felt less cohesive a little
Sort of
bit.
like, kind of like watching the Steamboat Willie Redux. I love that Redux, but really, it seems like the characters are different every single time. It's like it's not like they're just the same character.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that going on.
I actually did like the 3D animation. I did like how they kept the character of all the Looney Tunes characters. I just really hated how every time we saw their eyes, they just looked like they were cross-eyed, like all doopy.
Yeah, the textures were weird for me. That was messing me up.
Yeah, seeing like
really
it's like they went Pixar with it. Like what?
Yeah.
It's like when Pixar does it, it looks great, but really just keep it 2D, Warner Brothers. It's like your characters are known in 2D, and it's like you didn't do 3D early enough.
They were designed for 2D. They weren't really designed to be in 3D. So it's a little. They have like the like bugs have like short fur all over. So it doesn't look like fur, like real fur. So it just kind of looks like a toy for a lot of it. Like it looks a little strange with the textures. So it wasn't the animation per se that was messing me up. It was usually just the textures of the characters that was distracting for me the most.
Yeah, it's like for some characters, it's like I was fine with seeing Gossamer in the third dimension because it's like you see the hair.
Volume. Yeah, he has some volume and some hair to his design. So yeah, I get that that's less weird. Yeah.
But seeing Daffy Duck with feathers, and Bugs Bunny with fur.
Like individual feathers and individual fur. Yeah, it's very strange. Strange.
It's like, what did they do?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just drawing Daffy Duck because he's like my favorite.
30 seconds.
I didn't even know that you guys were drawing a red butt monkey.
There we go. There's another.
And also, I feel like it's like some of the roles were switched that I wasn't really happy about. Like it's like Marvin wasn't referee. Hubie and Birdie were the announcers or the sports commentators. The two mice.
Yeah, I don't remember because they got some humans and I'm like, I don't think I know who these guys are, so I'm just gonna just go with it.
Here's a fun fact. So Pepe Le Pew, he was supposed to be in the original. And there was a scene where he was in Casablanca and they just LeBron James and Bugs Bunny asked where Lola is, and Pepe knew where she was, but that was eventually cut.
And Pepe Le Pew was also cut, I believe. Also, Beaky and Sniffles were.
Sniffles, I think he was in the original. I don't think he was in the modern one.
Yeah, Pepe was
in with the new one.
Pepe was in the original. Also was Beaky and Sniffles. And Marvin, but he was ref. He was ref in the original. Which I feel like Marvin had a really good role as ref because he's like tiny, doesn't like have a lot of power unless he has weapons. It's like he really can't do anything like without his like Illudium Q36 space modulator. And so like I felt like it really fit his role because he's not really that tough.
Yeah, he's not a athletic one for the Looney Tunes.
I mean, Gossamer is, and it's what, like, I'm not too sure about Marvin. Like, it's not really his thing. It's like Marvin's a little more of the brainy guy. That's why he makes a good ref, because it's like. Question.
Yep.
What do you think is Chuck Jones's masterpiece?
Ooh, that's hard to say.
One Froggy Evening, definitely.
One Frog. Yeah, that is a nice One Frog Evening. I really like because it's self-contained.
Yeah.
Like it's so self-contained, and none of the there's no real dialogue other than
The singing.
bits. Yeah, the singing, and it's such a great story. Like like you're trying to get, he's so obsessed with getting this thing to perform, and he won't perform in front of anybody, but I don't know. It's such a great story.
It kind of has a lesson to it. Greed doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I have ones that I like all the, like the Opera Doc is like a classic. There's lots of ones that are just kind of Rabbit Seasoning is so quotable.
Yeah, probably my second favorite of Chuck Jones is definitely Rabbit of Seville.
Yeah.
I love the scene where he gets up on Elmer's head and like starts massaging it.
Yeah.
And like just after the music, after the singing, that's where it gets a lot more funny. I like when he does like the shaving snake. And it's just some of it is just like it's like and I like how some of it it's like there's like lyrics to it. It's like, and so like you can sort of like memorize the song. It's like
a lot of because Rabbit of Seville is based off of the Barber of Seville, which is an opera. So he just changed the words to fit the the cartoon. But yeah, a lot of those, like I've never seen Barber of Seville, but I do know a lot of the music now just because from that cartoon.
Haven't seen Barber. Oh, I mean Rabbit. I thought you haven't seen Rabbit of Seville. It's like
No, I haven't seen Barber of Seville. The
I don't want to go and see operas personally. It's like because like I'd probably just go to sleep like right when the first note hits. Unless I'm like, hey, I know that song. That's from this and this cartoon.
I think it depends on what it is, because there's lots of things that like you probably heard the music for because it gets used in cartoons and stuff like that like you probably didn't know. It's like, oh wait, that's from this like opera that's hundreds of years old now. So Scott, I think this is going to be our last image, and then we're going to open it up if people want to share drawings and stuff that they've done.
Right.
I don't want to run out of time for that.
Hey Dad, Mom, you like the Daffy Duck? It's just a quick headshot, but I really like it.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Are you gonna put the white in?
Oh.
So has anybody else seen a movie recently or a TV show recently that they really like?
Well, I guess I saw well, I guess I saw this well, no, I haven't really watched anything like in my opinion that's like really really good lately. I mean,
Anything
just
new?
I haven't been. It's like I just watch my cartoons and that's it. Well, I did watch this this interesting this interesting well, I did watch a couple months ago. I watched this very interesting Hanna-Barbera Tom and Jerry cartoon
Mm-hmm.
where he invites his cousin George over, and Tom actually ends up winning because it looks like there are two Toms, and so Jerry goes to a place called a house the facility for mice with nervous breakdowns.
He thinks he's gone crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
Then
seen
I also watched this. I also like this really good one about Hubie and Birdie, where they just eat a lot of cheese, and so they think there's nothing to live for, and so they ask the cat to eat them, and so it's just everything just goes crazy, and I think it's just such a funny cartoon.
Yeah, Eric was
when
talking
they
about that one.
when they get when it's like I like the hobby scene where he's like sometimes where Claude's like sometimes the hobby helps, and like he's inside a bottle building a ship, and like when he has his mouth open while talking, the mice just try and get in, and then like he sort of like spits them out, or at least that's how I remember it.
Uh-huh.
It's like sometimes
We're
I
down
don't
to
remember.
30 seconds on this one.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I think everybody's brought up Bad Batch a couple of times, and I still haven't gotten around to watching it. I have to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Return of the Jedi.
You still haven't seen Return of the Jedi?
I seen like New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, but not Return of the Jedi.
Mm.
I think Return of the Jedi is the best one.
I hope, because that's the next one I need to watch.
It's such a good one. It's like I feel like it's like the perfect way to end Luke Skywalker's story, because like in my opinion, this is like in my opinion the sequels kind of got a little dark. Not the prequels, but yes, they also got dark. But the sequels,
Yeah, the sequels are also dark, but yeah, that first trilogy is, in my opinion,
It
still
rocked.
solid. Yeah, solid.
It's just
So-
the best one.
I'm gonna go back through the ones that I drew. So this is a deer. I didn't get a chance to draw the other deer, but it's just kind of where they are now. I really like this bulldog with that stretch. I'll have to go back through. I think ran out of room here, but that's okay. I think this might be a titmouse actually. Now that I look at it, looks like it has the shape of the head. And then there's where we started. So beetle, shark, snake, some kind of boa snake, and then the two monkeys.
You know, I might try that
So I'm
tiger
gonna
shark.
open it up. I'm gonna open it up right now. So if anybody wants to share stuff that you draw, just raise your hand, and then Scott's gonna help me kind of order you guys. So we'll share in the last 15 minutes of class.
Okay, so
The artist formerly known as Heather and Liliana.
Okay, so I drew two of them over here, and then I drew the others on the other.
Oh, the monkeys. Yeah. That's awesome. Was it hard to draw off of the photos? Like, do you feel like you're running out of time?
Well,
little-
kind of not.
Kind of not. Yeah. See the other ones. Oh, the deer look adorable. That's awesome. Oh, I like that you got the buffalo in there too. I didn't even try with the buffalo. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Did you have anything else you want to share? No. Okay. So, is it Nathaniel next? Who's next?
Well, I don't see Nathaniel's camera, so we'll go to Oliver.
Okay. Hey, Oliver.
Well, since I was talking most of the time, I was only able to nail down this Daffy Duck.
Nice. How often do you think you draw Daffy? Is it your favorite one?
A lot. Yeah,
A
he's
lot,
my favorite. He's one of my favorite Looney Tunes.
Nice.
One of my
Alright.
other favorites is Marvin.
Oh, I like the eyes. I like the yellow eyes.
But sometimes I also like draw original characters. My favorite thing to do is draw them tap dancing. I just think it's fun.
Okay. Cuphead influence? Was that
Yes,
fun,
but
or-
then
yeah.
I got into Fleischer Studios and 30s Looney Tunes cartoons.
That's where Cuphead got a lot of
Yeah.
their style design too. So that's cool. Yeah, I really love Cuphead. I haven't played the game, but I like the style of Cuphead.
It's hard. It took me a year, but I beat it.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. It's really hard.
Yeah, only 5% finished it.
thought
Yeah.
I could beat it, but I was actually on normal mode, so.
Oh, nice
had-
little shrug.
But I still have a lot of other ones for. Oh, by the way, here's a camel.
Oh, that looks awesome. I like that you're able to actually like render it out and shade it a little bit.
Yeah, so here's the bug. And here is a shark.
Wow.
And here's a really bad portrait of a monkey.
Nice. So you went for the
That's cool.
yeah.
And here's a really bad snake. And here's a really bad bird.
No, that's awesome.
And here's an actually really good drawing.
Yeah, when we do these, you're not gonna. Oh yeah, that stretch on the back for that dog. Yeah,
Yes, he has no other legs. I don't know
that's okay.
because
When you do
and
this
I
like this,
couldn't do the
sometimes you run
deer.
out.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't.
So the not that's was the deer. You
I
didn't try-
couldn't draw the deer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. When we do these random ones where we don't know what we're gonna get, yeah, not every drawing is gonna be a keeper, right? And they're timed, right? It's something for like exercise. Okay, who did we have next?
Next up is Tater.
Hey, Tater.
Hello, give me one quick sec to pull this up, because I am once again working digitally. I was just working on a character design. That's the small extra art. I like the idea that they can spit fire, and then that's like the full design.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with how they're turning out.
Yeah.
Is that a Pokemon Tater?
No, just some random dog thing.
It could be like a dog dragon, like it spits fire.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I like the colors. It's very bold colors. All right. I think we got everybody. Did anybody else want to share anything that they've been working on? All right.
Well,
Oliver, did you have one that you wanted to share?
I don't know. Not,
No.
I don't really have anything, but I don't know. I think I might have something. Oh my gosh. I have this really cute drawing of a porcupine fish I did.
Go. Oh, that's awesome.
I just love that. And then I think I might have, I don't think I showed this, So I have two drawings. I have a humpback whale and a southern right whale. The southern
Can
right
you
whale
lift
is
up so we can see the bottom one a little bit? There we lift it up a little more. There we go. So you can see them both. That's awesome.
Yeah, I use this white pen that I got. It's really handy for drawings.
Mhm.
But then I also have this special pink pen for drawing only the Pink Panther.
Oh,
Like,
so
if-
you only draw that one character with the pen.
Yeah, this is the pen I use. I get my art supplies from Blick.
Oh, is that
Really?
a Micron? Is that a
I
Micron
think.
pen? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Micron.
Yeah. They make good pens. I have a bunch of their pens too.
I usually use mangaka though.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be for anime artists, but you know, they work really good with my drawings.
Yeah. Everybody has their favorite like pen brand. Nathaniel, did you have something that you wanted to share too? Yeah.
So these are just some random drawings that I really want to show because I think they look really good.
Oh, I love you just covered that page.
It's covered with weird drawings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also made another one for that.
Nice crazy times. Oh, whoa. I love that hand. Hands are really hard.
I actually forgot how to draw hands in a long time, but then I actually got it right the first time.
Uh-huh.
There's actually another drawing I want to show.
Were you looking at hand or is this just stuff that you're drawing from your
I was
imagination?
actually just looking at my hand so I can get a
Okay.
good reference on that. And here's Tommy Wiseau.
Ah, nice.
Tommy Wiseau.
Nice.
Oh, that's all.
All right, cool. Did anybody else have something they wanted to share before we wrap it up? Just make sure everybody has the opportunity. All right, cool. Well, we'll wrap that up for today, everybody. Thanks for coming to my sketchbook summer. Well, 3 more of these, and then we'll be back to doing something else. So Scott, can I have you put the donation link in the chat if people need the donation link? And then we will be back again on Monday with a new class, same time. There you go. All right, everybody, hope you have a good week, and I will see you next week. Thanks for coming to draw with me. Thank you, Scott, for helping with those photos.
Absolutely. Thanks, Naylene. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.